Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling utterly drained, like someone's negativity had seeped into your very being? Maybe you face someone toxic, a person whose words and actions leave you frustrated, upset, or even questioning your own worth. It's exhausting, isn't it? But what if I told you that there's a way to protect your peace, to stand emotionally unshaken in the face of toxicity? What if you could respond with grace, calm, and even compassion, without letting their behavior control your mood or your day? This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a practical approach grounded in ancient wisdom. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to master what we can control, ourselves. Today, I'm going to share with you 13 powerful Stoic strategies that will transform how you deal with toxic people, whether it's a colleague, a family member, a friend, or even yourself sometimes. So are you ready to reclaim your emotional fortress? Let's dive deep. 1. Identify the toxic threat. Know your enemy. Before you can defend your peace, you need to recognize the threat. Imagine yourself as the guardian of a mighty fortress. Your mind, your emotions, your well-being are the walls that keep you safe. The first job of any guardian is to spot the enemy early. Toxic people often wear different masks: the constant critic, the manipulator, the drama queen or king, the chronic complainer, the narcissist craving control and attention. Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you interpret it that matters." This means that toxic behavior itself isn't the enemy. Your judgment of it is what gives it power. So watch for patterns. Do you notice someone draining your energy every time you interact? Do they twist your words? Are they quick to blame, criticize, or twist facts? Do they thrive on drama and conflict? These are your red flags. By spotting these early signs, you can prepare yourself emotionally, instead of getting caught off guard or sucked in. 2. Build and enforce your boundaries. Your fortress walls. Once you know who or what threatens your peace, it's time to build your defenses, your boundaries. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, ruled an empire with strength and wisdom. And his advice for us is clear: protect your inner peace with firm boundaries. Think about your boundaries as the fortress walls. They don't have to be harsh or aggressive, but they must be clear and consistent. Ask yourself, what behaviors drain me? What makes me feel disrespected or unsafe? Is it constant negativity, interruptions, manipulation? Once you know, communicate your limits calmly but firmly. Instead of saying, "You're so annoying," try, "I find it hard to focus when conversations are negative all the time." This shifts the focus from blame to expressing your needs, making it easier for others to respect your limits. And remember, boundaries are a gift, not just to yourself but to others. They help define healthy relationships where respect flows both ways. If someone crosses your boundaries, don't hesitate to remind them gently but firmly. And if they persist, it's okay to step back or limit your exposure. 3. Become emotionally uninteresting. The gray rock technique. Some toxic people thrive on drama and emotional reactions. Their power grows when you respond emotionally, with anger, frustration, or hurt. The Stoics teach emotional regulation as a superpower, the ability to remain calm and unshaken no matter the storm. One practical method here is called the gray rock technique. Imagine yourself as a dull, unremarkable rock, calm, neutral, and emotionally unresponsive. When the toxic person tries to provoke you, instead of reacting, give short, neutral answers like, "That's interesting," or "I see." No emotional fireworks, no fuel for their fire. This often frustrates them, and they lose interest. It takes practice to master this, especially if you're naturally empathetic or reactive. But over time, this emotional invisibility cloak protects your peace. 4. Use the broken record technique. Calm repetition. Dealing with manipulators or guilt trippers can feel like an exhausting tug-of-war. They twist your words, guilt trip you, or pressure you to give in. Here, Stoic perseverance shines. The broken record technique is about calmly, patiently repeating your position without wavering or getting drawn into arguments. For example, if a toxic coworker keeps asking you to take on extra tasks, calmly say, "I'm sorry, I can't take on any more work right now." If they try again, repeat the same phrase. No excuses, no anger, just calm repetition. Over time, this consistency wears down their attempts to manipulate, and you maintain control over your boundaries. 5. Don't take the bait. Practice emotional indifference. Toxic people often try to hook you into their emotional whirlpool. Insults, provocations, guilt trips. Stoicism teaches apatheia. Not apathy, but emotional indifference to things outside your control, including other people's toxic behavior. This means spotting the bait before you react and choosing to stay calm and centered instead. Imagine a fisherman casting a line. Don't bite the hook. Observe their attempts, but don't respond emotionally. This doesn't mean you ignore serious issues, but rather you refuse to let toxicity distort your reason or steal your peace. With practice, you'll find your emotional fortress grow stronger and toxic provocations bounce off like rain on stone. 6. Shift your perspective. See the bigger picture. When you encounter toxic behavior, try to see beyond the surface. The Stoics believed everything happens according to nature, even difficult people and painful experiences. Often, toxic people act out of pain, insecurity, or ignorance. Recognizing this doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you feel compassion instead of anger. This shift can be liberating. Instead of wasting energy on frustration, you redirect your energy to understanding and maintaining your peace. Ask yourself, what might this person be struggling with? How can I respond with kindness while protecting myself? Sometimes stepping back and seeing the bigger picture softens your emotional response and empowers you to act wisely. 7. Control your own reactions. You are the captain. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is controlling your own mind. You cannot control others, but you always control how you react. Imagine your mind as a ship on stormy seas. You can't calm the ocean, but you can steady your hands on the wheel. When someone toxic pushes your buttons, pause, take a deep breath. Choose your response deliberately, not impulsively. This takes practice but makes you resilient. Your calmness becomes your power. Remember the words of Epictetus. We are disturbed not by things but by the views we take of them. Changing your perspective changes your experience. 8. Practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Dealing with toxic people can be exhausting. It's easy to blame yourself or feel weak for being affected. But Stoicism encourages kindness toward yourself. Self-compassion. Acknowledge that it's human to feel hurt or upset. Allow yourself to feel, then gently remind yourself you deserve peace and respect. Journaling can help. Write down your feelings, your boundaries, and your victories in handling difficult interactions. This self-awareness strengthens your inner resilience and reminds you you are worthy of kindness from others and yourself. 9. Seek support. You don't have to go it alone. Even the strongest Stoics valued community. Handling toxic people doesn't mean isolating yourself. Find trusted friends, mentors, or counselors who understand your situation and can offer support and perspective. Sometimes just talking about it helps you clarify your feelings and plan your boundaries. Remember, asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. 10. Know when to walk away. Preserve your peace. Sometimes the best defense is to leave. If someone's toxicity consistently harms your well-being despite your efforts, it's okay to step back. Stoics practiced ataraxia, inner peace, and sometimes peace means distance. This could mean limiting time with a family member, changing jobs, or even ending friendships that harm your mental health. Remember, protecting your peace is your highest duty. 11. Practice daily reflection. Strengthen your mind. Marcus Aurelius kept a personal journal reflecting on his day, his emotions, and his philosophy. Try daily reflection. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what toxic interactions did I face? How did I respond? What can I improve tomorrow? This practice builds awareness and emotional strength over time, making you more resilient. 12. Use visualization. Prepare your mind. Before potentially toxic interactions, visualize yourself staying calm, setting boundaries, and walking away if needed. This mental rehearsal primes your mind to respond with grace and control, rather than reacting impulsively. Visualization is a powerful Stoic tool that prepares you for real-life challenges. These Stoic strategies aren't just ideas. They are tools you can practice daily to protect your peace and strengthen your mind. Toxic people will always exist, but how you respond is your power. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this wisdom today. And if you want me to guide you through each of these strategies in even more detail, let me know in the comments below. Remember, the greatest victory is mastery over yourself. Stay strong, stay calm, stay you,